Good morning, Interwebs. It is Wednesday, the 17th of April, and it's been a busy day right here. It's already like 4:15-ish. It's been very noisy, and it continues to be noisy. Today is baking day, so my daughter is making 2 coffee cakes, and I think we're gonna make some biscotti and something else, potentially another kind of biscotti. I don't know. And we're playing with some slot cars, and a bunch of things got planted, and yeah, we did some other stuff. So it's been a day. The people came to fix my internet. I love having the same guy come to fix our phone and internet every time because he knows what he's doing, because he's always the same like technician. And I also like that he doesn't blame us when it breaks, because that is just something I always worry about, because I feel like a lot of times you complain to somebody about a thing at a business, you're like, this isn't working, and they're like, why did you break it? Instead he's like, your house just has a lot of issues. Something about where we fall in the line. Anyways. But I think it is now working. So that is good. I've not tried it other than we were watching a domino video with lunch, and that worked just fine. Right now I'm making coffee so that I can go and sit on the porch, and I'm going to start reading this book, We Crossed a Bridge and It Trembled, Voices from Syria by Wendy Perlman. It has an introduction and then a bunch of interviews with people from Syria. This was not the current, well, I guess technically it's still the current book for Life's Library, but I just got my package right here with the next one. And I want to open this and see what's inside, but I'm not going to let myself open it until I at least start that book, because I still have the previous book, which I didn't like, at least not at the time, which was a field guide to getting lost. So I've now gotten 4 shipments from Life's Library. 1 I have not opened, 1 I did not like, and 1 I have not started because it was just a really deep topic and I was not ready for it. But I've heard good things from the people in the discussion group. Everyone has said yes, it is a very deep book, but that it's like meaningful and important and that they absorbed a lot from it. So I am looking forward to reading We Crossed a Bridge and It Trembled. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and read the introduction with my cup of coffee. And then once I finish the introduction, I will let myself open my next package, but not until the introduction is done. Today, I also need to film 2 yarn tails videos so that I can keep working on my yarn tails, on my reading shawls. I need to make that biscotti. And then I'm also going through and I'm starting some show prep. First 2 boxes have come down. And I pulled the rest of the stuff out of my bedroom. It's in the hallway, so every time I go upstairs, I'll bring something down with me so I can start like going through backstock and see what I actually have, so that I know more realistically what I want to make before next Thursday. So 8 days till I leave for the show. The show is not until Saturday. Setup is Saturday and Sunday, the 27th and 28th. Setup is on Friday the 26th, but I'm actually going to stay in the cabin the night before that because Steve's mom is coming. So we will pass like 2 ships in the night. It'll also give me time to do some prep there, like some pricing and things by myself without being, I can sort things into the boxes as I'm packing, then I can price them there and then get them out at the show. So I think it will actually be a super good way to do things. It'll also give me like a night to just like chill and clear my head before I go, which I think is good for me as well. So I'm gonna go and hope that my coffee is done perking so that I can take a cup out and go sit on the porch. It is beautiful today. I'm wearing a skirt. I have legs. And they're even free of pants. And my arms are uncovered, though I will probably take a shawl out with me just in case, so that I can get some good reading done, because I think that'll be a good plan. Okay. Coffee and a book. It is like 5:50 and I finished reading the first 30-some pages of this book. It was the introduction. So basically, this book is a compilation of interviews that the author, Wendy Perlman, did with people who lived in or continue to live in Syria, refugees otherwise, over a number of years. And she's translated them. She speaks Arabic. She has translated them and then kind of consolidated the thoughts to make them more coherent as far as a story. However, the people that like according to the introduction, the people who she talked to, when they read some of her translations of it, said that they felt their spirit was captured in what she said. So I'm really looking forward to the rest of the book. The introduction was just kind of a historical overview, because the rest of the book is just those interviews. It doesn't have any of like her talking in it. So she did all of her talking up front and gave kind of an overview of what happened. And then also explained kind of where the historically significant things that happened and are touched upon in those sections of the interviews. So I'm looking forward to reading those. I might have to refer back to the introduction as I go through, because I'm not nearly as well-versed on the Syrian conflict as I probably should be, just based in part on when in my life a lot of it took place. But that is something I'll be delving into. So I enjoyed that. I sat on the porch swing. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad my porch swing broke last year. My new one is so much more comfortable. And it's like got like a nice pad, and I can sit all the way back, and I put my feet up on a chair so my ankle didn't hurt. I drank my coffee. It was lovely. So now that means I get to reward myself by opening my next package. So you get to join me. So we're going to try to find the little opening so I can cut this without hurting any of the contents. There we go. Okay. Boop, boop, boop. Okay. So, we'll open it up. And, ooh, this is a thick book. Wow. Okay. So, here is the book. It is by Isabel Allende, I think. Called The House of the Spirits. It's a novel. I know that this was fairly famous in, oh gosh, they talked about it already on the server when they announced what it was. Apparently this is like a very well-known book. It says it was a New York Times bestseller. So, let's see what came inside it this time. Ooh, this one feels really nice too. So far, all of the copies they've had have just been really like pleasant feeling. Ooh. Looking forward to reading this just so I can touch it some more. It's got like a, well, it's paper. It's like a textured paper, almost like fabric-y. Yum. So, there is the little letter that comes with it. There is a bookmark, which I will have to see if it talks at all on the server about who made this or where it came from. There's this, which is, oh, a QR code to get some money off some merch. There's this sticker designed by Luisa Rivera. Oop, that's probably better. So that's pretty cool. That'll probably go live on my door. I don't know. I like this. This one might go on my computer. We'll see. Here's another sticker also designed by Luisa Rivera. And then there's a couple of different, there's two different styles, it looks like, of book plates. There's this one that's really pretty. And there's this one that's like kind of like a sword in the stone, but it's through a book in the forest. So I'm curious to see if these are just pretty book plates or if they tie into the story somehow. Because I don't know what the story is, but I'm sure looking forward to reading it now. I'm looking forward to reading a fiction book in this series. Because the last two, the first one was like essays, like a stream of consciousness thing. And it just did not appeal to me. Though I will give it another shot later this summer, and maybe it will appeal to me then. But at the time, it was just frustrating. I didn't want to read it. And then obviously this is a heavy nonfiction title. So getting a gigantic, this is much longer than the previous things that we've had. How long is this? 480 pages, 481 pages. My goodness. Not quite a tome. I think you have to be over 500 to be considered a tome, but it's awful close. So that'll give me something to put onto my TBR. Do I have funny? I have funny lines on me, don't I? Maybe I should have stood further back. Whatever. You get what you get.